100%.
So we move. So another interesting Sunday matchup, and it is the Minnesota Vikings after their dramatic win against the Detroit Lions, which made Lions head coach Dan Campbell cry, against the Carolina Panthers, who, of course, after their brilliant start, 3-0, back-to-back defeats. So I think it's only fair that we start with recovering from man flu. Are the Panthers going to bounce back, Jamie?
Yeah. McCaffrey's back. A couple of defensive players are going to be back. Vikings have, off the back of 17 points, 7 points against two average teams. They're not even playing against good defense the last 2 weeks, and they can only muster 24 points. So I've got full confidence we'll win this game. I've gone 21-17. I was going to go for more, but I don't have that much faith as it stands in our offense. But 21-17. It does also depend on Dalvin Cook if he's back or not. If he's back, then wouldn't surprise me if Vikings won. But as it stands, he's not. So I'll be back in the Panthers.
That's very interesting take, especially with your criticism of Dalvin Cook in the past. Now you fear him.
No, I'm just covering myself. No, it's not fair. I'm covering myself because then if we do lose, I'll be like, that's why we lost, because he's back. But obviously, it just adds an extra element to the Vikings game. But yeah, I'll be surprised if we didn't sack Kirk Cousins at least 4 or 5 times in this game.
The amazing Kirk Cousins. But there you go. Jack, how do you see this one going?
Someone in this Zoom call is going to get very upset. 28-21, yeah. So I think the Panthers, as we said earlier on, I think they started off really well. But I just see them slumping again this week, and that'll take them to 3-3, which is probably about right, to be fair. I think they've got a situation now where you've said it yourself, if you don't sack Kirk Cousins at least 4 or 5 times, that in itself, result aside, is a disappointment. I think, I just see it 28-20, I think 28-21, I think I backed, yeah. So I think it'd be tight. I think 1 score possession, but 3-3 for the Panthers after 6.
Can I just say that if you type in Panthers, it comes up with the Carolina Panthers. If you type in Vikings, it comes up with a TV series. So that's the size of the franchises just right there. So obviously Panthers are massive, Vikings are nothing, but we move.
Wow. Brad, apart from comparisons of what comes up on Google, whatever search engine Jamie's used, how'd you see this one going?
I actually Googled who will be the better quarterback this weekend in that game.
And what came up?
Neither of them. It was an invalid search. So I am back in the Panthers though. They've got to bounce back from that dreadful defeat to the Eagles. I'm going 28-24 to the Panthers.
Well, I'm afraid to say that we are split in how we see this one going. I think the Minnesota Vikings will win this one 29-22. I can see it being a repeat of last week. I think the Panthers will be leading, but then Sam Darnold will forget to throw the football. There'll be a lot of angry, nervous Panthers fans shouting at screen, begging for Deshaun Watson. But then there's the controversy because, of course, about the 192 allegations he faces. So, yeah, this is the issue, I think, with the Panthers. When they finally hit expectations, finally we hear about, literally all the fancy graphics, all the memes on Twitter. We've got Stephen Gilmore coming back. We've got Chin and all that. And then you lose to Jalen Hurts. Like, what? I just feel like they're getting to that point where they're finally getting close to that 2015, and then it goes again. And this is very similar to the Eagles match, a game that they should win. And this will be probably one occasion where Jamie proven right, where Kirk Cousins looks good. It's just going to be a strange game. I've just got a weird feeling that Dalvin Cook will be back as well. I could just imagine the ranting messages we'll get in the group chat because Justin Jefferson will be giving it the old dance. So, 29-22, and all of a sudden, the Panthers could be having a very ordinary start and letting the Bucs run away with it in the AFC South.
Fine by me.